Hello and welcome. It is Sunday, it is afternoon, and while it is no longer November, that doesn't mean my story is done. So I'm thinking about being productive. I'm your host, Morgan Hazelwood. I have a blog, and podcast with writing tips and writerly musings that kind of went on hiatus in January, but still exists and has like 10 years worth of content. So it's still out there. So with me today, I have the one and only Doc Coleman and Sako Tumi. Say hello to the nice people.
Hello, nice people.
Hello.
So what are y'all working on today? Same as same?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna write my Substack, which is gonna be pretty short because Thanksgiving, and then I'll probably put words in on my Sapphic vampire thing.
Yay!
In hopes that I can finish it, maybe
today.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Oh my gosh, you draft so much faster than I do.
I am still editing Kindred of Kali and just did a quick count and realized that somewhere along the line I went off the rails of doing one chapter a week.
Oh.
And I'm going to have to step this up. And it may have been that part of this was I expected that during the holiday break I was going to do more editing, but
you did more like relaxy holiday things, maybe?
Or you forgot it was the plan, so you only did as much as you thought you needed to do?
Something like that. But I'm now seeing that it's like I've got 10 chapters to do before the end of the year. So I need to like step it up to like 2 chapters a week. And and still
how long are your chapters?
What?
How long are your chapters?
My chapters are around usually around 3,000 words.
No, that's fair. Okay.
Some of them are up to 5,000 words, but not many.
Sure. Okay.
But it looks like I've got to step it up. So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, and I will be working on my vampire paranormal fiction. So
yay, you're working on one too. Yay!
I am. And they got to the kissy section.
Yay, vampires!
So yeah, pretty exciting. Let me pop over to the comments. CJ and Sarah are in the same place. CJ is hanging out with Sarah this weekend, and they're both sitting in Sarah's living room right now. I thought I saw your video.
That is so cool. Yeah, I saw like
the
her video
of the video. Yeah, yeah. So, and Maven Maverick is here. Hello and welcome. Dwan is here. Greetings. Nikki is here. Hello. Cora is here and might be working on some video editing.
I watched Cora's interview on Kibby's channel yesterday, which was cool.
If my screen is bouncing, it's because Catechus is rubbing his face on it.
Your cat is your cameraman.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to have to chat for a little bit, and then we have to go to Sprint, because do you know what today is?
It is
the best day of the week.
It's the
Gushy food day. Yeah. Very important. Lady Neo is here. Hello and welcome. So yeah, it might be November, and while I normally say I'm not a writer in November, I have some momentum, and I never. What?
You're not a writer
in December.
Okay.
Did I say November?
Okay.
Sorry.
You said November, but
you got November.
It makes more sense because you have just done 50,000 words plus in November.
54,409 or something like that. So
congratulations.
One of the days I got all my words in under an hour with voice to text while driving home in the dark from my mom's.
That's impressive.
It was me transcribing a phone conversation. Like the entire thing was a phone conversation of him reporting his aunt and uncle for being jerk weasels to the beach council.
Cool.
So
yay.
But I've already decided I want him to make the call in private rather than with an audience, and I want to change things up. But anyway, it's there.
We'll fix it in post.
Fix it in post. So Nikki says, huh? What's today? It cut out. It's December. It's December. That's what it is.
It is finally December.
So yeah. Are people hanging out or just chilling today?
Yeah.
I know what y'all are doing.
Yeah.
So.
Chat.
And this is one of my new shirts.
Yep.
It is adorable.
From my Redbubble shop.
Mm-hmm.
I have another one, which obviously I don't have two shirts on, but I got the notebook for it. So
I like how she like.
I mean, is she in despair or is she just thinking? I don't know. It depends on the day.
It depends on the day.
She's in despair because she's run out of snacks.
Oh, maybe. Hi, baby. So, Maven Maverick says, finally, seems like November flew by.
I don't know. November was a year for me.
November was a lot, but I want to say like the hours dragged by, but the month flew by.
The days flew by, but the hours dragged.
Yeah. So, and
yes to all of that.
I think I'm still adjusting to my new meds because lunch coma's hitting me harder than normal most days.
Yeah, I just coffeed myself because
Sure.
I'm starting to.
So.
I only have that problem when I'm at work.
I was visiting my mom and I was like, I need a nap right now. And I got 30 minutes of sleep. And then my uncle showed up and I'm like, here, he's like, let me see your wish list. And he's like, oh, forget your wish list. Let me introduce you to this amazing discount site called Temu. You should pick something off of there. And I was just like, oh, I've heard of Temu. They've got like knockoff stuff that lasts like maybe 10 washes. But he was very excited about the website.
Buy a bunch of Chinese knockoff stuff because it's cheap.
Well, until the tariffs kick in, but we're not political. So I told him if he really wanted to get me something off of Temu that I prefer Western style red dragons. And if he got me a fuzzy blanket for Catechus to sit on, I mean,
doable.
We can add more to the rotation.
Mm-hmm.
Doable.
So as a cat blanket, sure, I'll take a Temu one. Let's see. Lady Neo needs to edit a lot. I hear you. Life is editing. So, let's go ahead and get started, though.
Yeah, now.
Yeah. And then I can give Catechus his gushy food, and life will be good. So let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Yes, I'm coming. Oh, wait, ducks. Music in 3, 2, 1. Boom. And we're back. How was your sprint? Sorry.
I'm
I thought
almost on anything.
Okay. I thought I unmuted myself twice. Does that mean I was live mic the whole time? Or did I fail clicking it?
I think you failed.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you were live mic because I wasn't hearing anything special from your end other than the.
Okay, good.
You talked before you ran off.
Yeah.
But we didn't hear any busy work or talking to the cat or anything like that.
I mean, I don't think I was talking, but I was playing some music on my end, but y'all wouldn't have heard that because I was on a different tab.
Gotcha.
So how was your sprint? How'd it go?
I made it to Friday.
Okay. Nice.
So I'm explaining Black Friday and why it's important in my house.
Okay. Why is it? Oh, wait. We should wait for the thing and find it.
Halloween comes down and Christmas goes up.
Sure.
Or winter stuff goes up.
Yeah.
His husband is a December birthday, therefore I decorate for him.
Yes.
Okay.
Rather, I don't really celebrate Christmas, so it doesn't. Yeah, it and the way we did it when I was a kid was way different than how he does it.
Okay.
So I compromised quite a bit when I got married, and because we celebrate his birthday all month long.
Sure.
We celebrate the house and the presents and all the Christmas-like stuff.
Sure.
But it really is about his birthday than it is about Christ or and like that.
Okay. It's like not like there aren't like 30 some other solstice themed holidays that you could celebrate besides Christmas.
Yeah, I celebrate Yule.
Yep.
I do a fire and I do some spell work and we eat something yummy. And that's like the day after his birthday proper, which we usually do a poker game to celebrate his birthday.
Does the table topper smell less like fish?
I have been working very hard on it, and it no longer smells.
It had a very odd smell when it was first purchased from wherever they were storing it or whatever, like the shipping company. I
smells
don't know
like fish.
what else was in the warehouse, but like it
Yeah,
was fragrant.
it was fragrant.
Okay.
So
It has
I
been
I
a lot of
deodorize it
Febreze
whenever. Yeah. I
and
still
baking soda.
deodorize it.
So I can definitely see how it not smelling like fish would be a good thing.
Oh. So
It's a
yeah,
Yuletide miracle.
my dad is pagan and my mom is Southern Baptist. So, you know.
So I'm sure you can relate with the wackiness in the house
Yeah.
in the month
So
of December.
my
Sure,
sister
we
told
can
my
see why they
dad
didn't.
straight up last year, 3 years ago, Dad, you always get solstice, which means you're never getting Christmas or Thanksgiving. Like you have this one thing
Have
because
this one thing.
she's married and wants to see that, and also we have my mom's side of the family to visit, so it's
And also she has in-laws and
right seeing
children and-
her in-laws and our mother, so
Mhm.
and nobody's arguing over solstice, so like he always gets that one.
Yeah.
And it's not like he's not invited to Christmas because he is, so if he wants to
Right.
come down he can. So but yeah, the last couple of years my sister went to visit her in-laws for Thanksgiving, and this year we were at my mom's. So and
Gotcha.
Zephyr, my mom's new puppy, was 2.1 pounds, smaller than a adult guinea pig, is currently 3.14 pounds, just in time for Thanksgiving pie.
Oh,
Fatten fatten the puppy up for Thanksgiving. No.
I mean, it's been a month and he's supposed to be like 13, 15 pounds fully grown. So like he had to put on some weight.
Yeah.
yeah.
He
Eventually.
was 2 months. Now he's 3 months. So, Oh, but yeah.
Yay,
Very
puppy.
tiny puppy, very needy, very snuggly, wants all the attention all the time. Also, like I thought he wanted snuggles, and I'd lay down with him, and he circled my head and licked my face and nibbled my nose and circled my face for like 5 minutes straight. And I'm like, okay, you clearly don't want to settle. I'm kicking you out to go back to bed.
Yeah.
So I see we have a kitty. Hey, pretty
Yes.
girl.
2 December birthdays. Oh no. All the birthdays in my family are either in December or March.
Ooh.
Really?
So I like my winter is, especially my December is, I have to buy double for everybody.
That's rough. So
which is why
still,
the budget is high.
Yeah. I still put forth end of August birthday was super annoying growing up. I got a new backpack for my birthday one year. For my 18th birthday, I got a graphing calculator because I was going off to college. And back to school clothes. Those were my birthday gifts. And I got my sister's relit birthday candles because we're twins.
Yep.
Unless we blew them out at the same time.
Nothing.
So.
Because my birthday fell on Mother's Day, which meant no birthday for Sako.
Oh no! A friend of mine, her dad had the same birthday as her grandma, or the mother-in-law, and made fun of dad growing up. And then when she got married, same thing. She had the same birthday as her mother-in-law.
My dad and my sister have the same birthday, which is December 11th.
Okay.
And then my friend Molly is December 25th. Greg is December 20th.
Yeah.
Mom is March 10th. So, like, I just... Yeah. I just buy double of everything. So Mom gets her birthday present in December.
Hey, whatever. So let me pop into the comments. Let's see. Lady Neo was going to eat and then edit. Edited 2 pages and half of page 3.
Nice.
Cora had to wait for the program to change the video size to play the game. Nessa didn't hear anything. We should have at least had background music. I'm sorry.
I was hearing the music, but yeah. Wasn't hearing anything from you, so you didn't have an open mic.
Okay. Yeah. So Dwan said October is dope because we all know October is his birthday month. Okay. Nessa said, "Hey Moon." Me talking. So, yeah.
So
I got about a third of the way into my chapter.
Oh, nice. Which means if you keep at that pace, you should finish the chapter during the
by the end of the session. But
yeah, and I got 402 new words. So
hey, good one. Good.
I'm not sad. Sad, and that's after getting the most important part of my week done, which was giving Catechus his gushy food.
Indeed.
Most important part of the week. Can you imagine if he didn't get gushy food, but he's a kitty who deserves gushy food? Like, it wouldn't make any sense not to get him gushy food.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, what do y'all say about another sprint?
Yes.
I have a cat on me. And we're going to do one anyway in 50 seconds. Go away.
50 seconds. Okay. Bye, kitty.
I'm prepping it. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see what we can get done in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Chakalaka. And starting music now. And we're back. How was your sprint?
I found out that I won a raffle for an OC drawing.
Hello?
Cool.
So I'm super excited about that because the artist doing it is like super amazing.
Awesome.
And I wrote some more on my weekend. And you were I think it was Morgan that was unmuted.
Oh yeah, it was totally me.
Okay.
It wasn't me. I was me. Silent disagree.
I tried to warn you, but I
Yeah,
figured you were zoned
I noticed
in.
eventually.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
So.
Hopefully, while one is not cussing up a storm at whatever's frustrating. Let's see. I think I'm about halfway through this chapter. I had a particular paragraph where I had to do some major rewriting. I'm still kind of struggling with it, but it was more telling than showing, and now it's a little more actiony. And I'm trying to. Another comment made me go back and realize that I've got people hitting the road trying to make their getaway, and I'm not real clear on which direction they're getting away to, and I'm trying to make that more clear. So
Sure. Okay. I got 450 words, so I'm not sad.
nice.
Okay, that's pretty good. You have you're getting like a trend going on. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sad. So I think the best sprint I did this entire November on this project was like 600 and change in a 20-minute sprint.
In
But
a 20-minute sprint.
yeah.
You did one of those last week, I think.
You
did.
did.
You had one that was like ridiculously high.
Yeah.
Hello again.
I remember in past years, I think I've done one or two like 730 or something like that, but like not normal.
That's impressive for a 20-minute sprint.
I used to.
It might have been a 25 minutes. Remember last year we were doing 23 minutes.
25-minute sprints,
so.
Yeah.
Still, yeah. Let's see. Sarah may have missed the last break, but took a bath, and it was totally the right choice. And Cora got like 2 minutes of editing because kids. So, yeah.
I used to be able to do 1,000-word paper in like 45 minutes to an hour. And I used to do it before class. So and that included like research and actually writing it out and all of that. So I don't know what happened. Like my word count dwindled, but my prose got better.
Okay.
So I wonder if it's because I'm dreaming up prose.
Maybe.
That is making it. I'm sorry?
I think that's part of it. It when you're writing fiction as opposed to when you're writing nonfiction, it's like with nonfiction, you get the words in your head and you kind of like structure it, and then it just pours out of you. When you're doing fiction, you've got all these possibilities that you've got to kind of go through and evaluate, and it's like that's what the character needs to say. Is that how the character would say it? And there's a lot of thinking and rethinking that tends to slow down your word count until you've really got your characters nailed down and you know their voices, and you're just the stenographer to the movie playing in your head.
That is what I normally am, especially when I'm doing my zero draft. I'm just writing down what's happening in my head. But which is why I'm moving kind of slow on the vampire thing.
Sure.
Because I'm just I'm stuck on how to transition from beat A to beat B. So once I get over that hump, I can end the book.
Sure.
But there's like so many different permutations that you've got to consider which way you want to take.
Yeah. And then I go back in when I'm editing and I flesh things out and I make it sound pretty and make it horrific. Stuff like that.
Sure. I already know a lot of things are going to be changing in my story. Like I want to switch up when one scene happens because I think it'll work better emotionally for the characters.
Are you doing it in Scrivener or Google Docs or what?
Google Docs.
Oh,
Google Docs girl.
I hate Scrivener. I hate it so much. But part of that is because I'm a PC user, and I first tried it when before they came out. they updated the PC version, and it looked like it was from the 90s, and I hate it. And I did a lot of it on my phone while driving. I can just voice to text to Google. And it did not need as much editing as you think. I think it took 15 minutes to clean up 1,500 words.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
So. Yeah. And it's use whatever you are comfortable with.
Yeah. Other than the insistence of like Bastion as a character is either a bastion or fashion. I just had to add like quote marks.
Yeah. Fashion. Yeah.
So I think I added about 200 words when I was editing through it, but just whatever.
Nice.
But I mean, when I was writing my first novel, I did an awful lot of that on my phone, but I was using a plain text editor, and I was actually going into the actual Scrivener file on Dropbox and adding words to it.
Sure.
And that worked pretty well for what I was doing. Now there's an actual version of Scrivener I can put on my phone to bring up. But
yeah.
How times have changed.
Oh, speaking of, right now I have finished my November challenge, so I will be downloading a copy
of your certificate.
Are you serious? Say again? No. Downloading the 54,000 words onto my computer, so it's not just in the cloud.
Mm-hmm.
And then I usually email a copy from my Gmail to my Yahoo email so that it's on multiple servers. So,
yeah.
I'm still loving my title though. Do you have a title for yours, Sako?
Borrowed Time.
Ooh, nice. I like it.
Because the heroine mortal that the vampire is in love with is a former cancer kid who her soul was promised to a demon.
Eesh.
And then the demon didn't get the soul. So she was living on borrowed time. So
okay.
Yeah, I like it.
I did I coo last week about getting to use my title as a line in the book?
Yes.
So
and I also saw your YouTube short about it too.
I'm so excited. I mean, it works on like multiple levels because they're a triad, but also he has two vampire exes who are douchebags and okay. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, Greg showed up.
Hi, Greg.
Not Sako's. Greg had
not my Greg. No.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me pop into the comments. Dwan is struggling with his newsletter because his laptop has keys that quit keying.
I hate it when that happens.
I have a laptop behind me that happened to.
Yep.
So
I especially hate that when I'm playing No Man's Sky and I'm trying to hit the key to land my ship somewhere and it won't key.
I mean, I think I complained about trying to use RSA tokens at work. So like every 30 seconds, it refreshes the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
As my unlock code for my laptop, where the 5, 6, 7 keys were intermittent, where they only worked 1 out of every 4 times, but 1 out of every 3 of those, it would double press. So I would have to watch to see how many stars showed up. And I think it was like a month before I realized what was going on because I don't use the number keys that often when I'm typing at work. And I just thought I'd gotten really bad at typing.
No, it's because your keyboard was dying.
Yeah. So I switched to a new laptop because I'd gotten a refurbished laptop because at work, new every 2 were allowed a refreshed laptop getting blue screens during the pandemic. And it was chip shortage, so they gave me a refurbished laptop instead of a new laptop.
Mm.
And it had taken 3 tries to get the docking port to work and charge at the same time. And the HDMI port had never worked, so I had to use a dongle instead. So, like, it was pretty questionable in the first place. Oh, and the J key. The J key was also intermittent. So I feel your key struggles, long story short.
Yep.
Long story short, I totally understand your struggle.
Yeah.
I have a laptop with books on it that I can't do anything about.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of interesting that all this technology has got all these workarounds for it because it's gone through so many evolutions so fast.
Right.
That when something starts failing, it's like, let me see what pieces and parts I've got lying around. I can probably jigger something up.
Yeah.
I am so lucky that I have an M2 chip right now.
So, I'm going to pop through the comments real quick. The timer already went off for us to get back to sprinting.
Sprinting time.
So let's see. Lady Neo finished editing chapter 1 and is going to go wash hair and get clothes set out for tomorrow. Greg said any laptop with that's that fussy should be yeeted into the sun. And Dwan is just hoping that the keyboard's dirty and can be serviced and can always buy a Bluetooth keyboard if he really needs to.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. The reason I got the refresh at work was because that was the final straw, not because it wasn't workaroundable.
Yeah, the one nice thing about my new keyboard is that it's one of these modular ones where I can pop the keycaps, I can pull the guts for the key and replace it with another one. So
I have watched Evan and Caitlin make a lot of different keyboards. If you like maker videos, they have a wood set, they have several resin ones. Yeah, they've done some really weird things with keyboards.
I want to get a custom keyboard.
Yeah.
Nice.
It would be cool to have like old-timey typewriter keycaps.
They sell them.
Yeah, I know.
Do it. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. Boom. And I'm going to do the music this time, which I did not do last time. There we go. And we're back. How was your sprint?
I finished.
Yay! I did not.
Oh,
But I think I'm like more than 3/4 of the way done with the chapter.
nice.
Although I've been going through a section where my characters have just escaped from the bad guys, and they're rushing their way to safety, and they're going through back roads and having all kinds of near misses. And the editor keeps having these comments. It's like, no one's pursuing them. I don't see the point of this. Cut 75% of this. And it's like, no.
Sometimes people just miss key points in the novel and should need to go back and reread.
Yeah. But what I find it hilarious is like, usually I've got comments about, you should flesh out description of this incidental room more. And it's like, why? It brings nothing to the story. And it's like, here's something I actually want to cultivate a sense of excitement. Even though we don't have bad guys chasing them and shooting at them, it's still harrowing and dangerous.
Yeah, definitely. So, So Sarah is giving her computer a tune-up because she forgot she has 2 hard drives and had not cleaned up the second one. And Cora made it through the first 5 minutes this time before I assume the kids interrupted again.
Yeah.
Child emergency happened.
I
mean, sometimes snacks can help, and not just for your word count, but for them.
I need snacks, but I don't know what snacks I can do.
Sure.
Yeah. As in, you don't know what snacks are available, or you have dietary restrictions to consider.
Also that.
Also, okay.
So.
I have snacks. I just haven't had time to put them out because
sure,
I had other stuff to do.
I understand. Oh, I got 415 words that sprint.
Nice.
So let's hear it for that consistency.
Mm-hmm. Poor Dwan.
He has no snacks. Wait, how are you still alive?
I do not. I also do not have snacks. So I have cheese. I can eat cheese.
Cheese works.
I didn't eat any snacks this sprint, but that's because I came from the Thank God It's Over party for my local writer group. And it was today.
Oh.
Sorry, I should have told you about it. There were like 5 people at one, and I think the rest of the people were at the Sterling one. But like Wayland was there, and our favorite librarian and Maven Maverick was there, and so it was pretty good. And I gave out some of my leftover smut stickers that I did not put on my laptop. Some were just writer related; they weren't all smut. Like I have one that says book lover on it. And read more books and that kind of thing. Dwan says that cheese counts as snacks. Anyway, long story short, somebody had brought appley cupcakes with like cream cheese frosting, and I had brought chocolate chip cookies, the chunky ones that I like, and not the soft ones that Dwan likes.
Hey, chocolate chip cookies are better than no chocolate chip cookies.
I like them both, so
I don't know. Soft ones feel like they got wet and are going to dissolve in my mouth, and they taste like sadness to me sometimes.
Oh,
they should not.
I like them.
They're not actually going to dissolve, but I don't like soft ones. Maybe it's because I don't dip them in anything. I don't.
They should not feel like they're wet. They should not.
They don't feel like they're wet. They're just.
I mean, you want to
like if you hold it up, it feels like it'll sag, and I'm just like,
You want to emulate that feeling like they're fresh out of the oven.
I like fresh out of the oven.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind that, but like I don't like the store-bought ones that come soft. It's just, you've got to bite it and then like lick the edge to keep the crumbs from falling off it, and like I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
come on, you have to do that with the crunchy ones too.
I'm all about the crunchy ones. I'm 100% about the crunchy ones.
See, I don't like
But
the ones
you can't
that are so hard that you bite into it and your face explodes with cookie shrapnel.
Yeah. I'm also a huge fan of A, Doritos, and B, toast. Like I guess my mouth has calluses. Like hard foods don't bother me.
You're all about the crunch.
I have to be careful. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the boyfriend's like sometimes toast like hurts his mouth, and I'm like cold toast maybe, but like warm toast, bring it. My favorite way to have turkey for like Thanksgiving style turkey is the day after on like toast with like Miracle Whip and like a lot of warmed up turkey on it and go ah.
See, my thought is if the toast is
Sako
hurting your mouth, you may have burnt
yourself. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Are you a mayonnaise and not Miracle Whip family?
I'm not a mayonnaise. I'm not a turkey person.
Sure.
So I'm also not mayonnaise.
I don't like gravy, so like day of turkey is just kind of meh. I need something moist to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, Dwan says sausage
gravy. Does that mean that they don't do gravy the way it's supposed to be done?
I don't like gravy. It's just a personal thing.
Why do you not like?
We've just established she is all about the crunch, and gravy is a crunch.
But it provides the liquid.
I don't mind gravy on like mashed potatoes and stuff, but like, and I don't mind a good marinade or like a sauce, but something about gravy just isn't my thing. And I think some of it goes back to when I was working at like a local restaurant that was half a step up from a diner. It was mostly a breakfast place, and a lot of people got the sausage gravy. And I never had the sausage gravy, but I had to clean it up a lot, and it's gray and chunky.
Yep.
It's supposed to be chunky.
I know, but it's gray and chunky, and cold sausage gravy does not actually smell appealing in any way, shape, or form, and it doesn't.
Not supposed to have it cold. No,
it's supposed to be warm sausage gravy.
I had to clean it up.
You were seeing it after people had left it behind, and those chunks are supposed to be sausage, so
which is fine, and I love sausage, but like. I think it traumatized me. I think cold sausage gravy really just traumatized me.
Cold sausage gravy will traumatize you.
Yeah. Kind of like I don't like hops, but probably because I worked 4 summers downwind of a brewery.
Yeah.
So, and let me tell you, the smell of hops and a brewery while you're trying to eat a very nutritional breakfast of a mini can of Pringles and a Mountain Dew just doesn't mesh well. Very healthy teenage Morgan. Yes. Let's see. Dwan says there's so many things to say, but he does like toast. Okay, he's not against crunch. Sausage and toast is his go-to breakfast. Cora's with me, loves the turkey leftovers in a sandwich with mayo. I prefer Miracle Whip, but I'm not anti-mayo enough. Like
I like Miracle Whip just fine.
Sure.
I don't tend to do mayo or Miracle Whip or anything like that. Dressing in general.
On sandwiches?
Yeah.
So you just
I prefer mustard.
Oh, mustard. Okay. Okay. So you have like something moist on there. I rotate through. I used to hate mustard, and honey mustard kind of started me on the trend. So
I do mustard and mayo. So
I will sometimes mix Miracle Whip and like ground mustard.
Okay.
Put them whip them together and then.
Sure. Yep. Cora's gotta go. Have a good evening.
Bye, Cora.
So yeah, I'm picky when it comes to foods, and very picky when it comes to beverages, but luckily I drink water, so it's not usually an issue.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty picky about my drinks. However, I'm the only one in the house that will drink the sparkling water.
okay. Yeah. I'm not a sparkling water person. I'm not a dark cola person. I'm not a coffee person. I'm not a tea person. I don't like hops. Like, that's a lot of hard cider is good. I can do like Mountain Dew and Sunkist and the lighter colored sodas.
You're all about the crunch and you don't like the bitter at all.
I don't. I don't like
caramel-based drinks. I don't blame you on the caramel-based drinks like that. The dark cola, like, it's the caramel that gets to me.
I don't like Pepsi. I don't like Coke. I don't like...
I'm getting there. I can have like a Pepsi a week or a month.
Okay.
It doesn't bother me then, but like...
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, Baby Morgan thought soda was too spicy, like it bit her tongue because of the carbonation. And when I was first starting to drink soda, because I needed the caffeine, because if you don't drink tea or coffee, it's pretty limited choices. I would shake it so it would get more flat, so it would be less carbonated.
I've known a number of people who absolutely love soda but hate the carbonation.
So I traumatized her again.
They would shake it and then slowly bleed the extra pressure out until they had a bottle of flat soda and then drink it.
I would make it totally flat.
I open it about a half an hour before I want to drink it.
Sure. I think part of it is I like my drinks closer to room temperature. I don't like them refrigerator cold, and soda tastes better cold than room temperature. So like, oh, Catherine says homemade bread toasted with butter is a slice of heaven on earth. Yes.
Yep.
Growing up, I could eat like my afternoon snack was toast, partially because, you know, my grandma's budget was limited, and partially because I love bread and butter and toast. And like my favorite,
cinnamon sugar sprinkled on top of that.
I did sometimes for breakfast, but usually it was I wait for the toast to get a little bit cool, but not totally, so the butter wouldn't immediately melt. And then I would swirl homemade either strawberry or blackberry jam with the butter swirled with the jam. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want toast, and
I'll subscribe to that newsletter. Yeah.
Okay. We agree on something here.
Butter and jam on a toast or a bread of some kind, especially homemade bread.
Yeah.
Now, if you get the toast just right, where it's just warm enough to barely melt the butter, but not completely.
Yeah,
and then you drizzle some honey on it and mix the honey and the butter together. That's
my mom first taught me to eat bagels with the cinnamon raisin bagels with butter and cinnamon sugar on top.
Cool.
And Sako and I are on opposite sides again.
Do you not like cinnamon sugar, Sako, or are you just?
There are times when it's appropriate, and that does not sound like an appropriate time.
On a cinnamon raisin bagel, putting cinnamon sugar? How is that? I mean, they're besties. There's already cinnamon going on.
Like it's already cinnamon sugar. Like it's already.
The cinnamon's not very strong in a cinnamon raisin bagel.
I think there's this whole cinnamon roll debate.
Of the ones you can buy in my hometown that, you know, come from like, they're not fresh bagels
like
here.
Thomas's, yeah.
They're Thomas's. They came from the grocery store. I grew up in a town of 2,000 people. We have one grocery store, and it's Food Lion, and it's not the high-end one. Like, okay, our options are limited.
So these are not your New York bagels from the Good Jewish Deli. These are industrial Indiana bagels.
Okay, we have 10 minutes left. I don't know if you have time for a sprint.
We don't. Let's chat.
Yeah. So
we've already done 3 sprints.
Right?
We've done 3 sprints. I finished my Substack.
Yep.
Like
yeah.
And you got like almost almost 1,500 words.
Yeah,
Just about.
I'm not sad with my word count. So I said I was going to keep going. I'm not going to keep going at the November pace. I'm thinking maybe 1,000 words a day and 5 days a week, not 7. So
that's fair.
That's decent.
I got 1,200 today. So that's
pretty good.
That's past par, and that was 3 sprints, and I am not sad about it.
Look at me, not being sad.
Popping in some comments, Lady Neo doesn't drink soda, but does drink bubbly water, juices, and mostly regular water. Yeah.
I don't drink a lot of juice because of the added sugar. I do like the infused waters. Like this is the dragon fruit berry crazy time, and dragon fruit is one of my favorite flavors ever.
Sure.
So I'm not mad at Wegmans. So I don't do the bubbly waters because they're pricier than the store brand. Like I can pay $3 for a 24 pack. Like it's ridiculous cheap.
Yeah.
Driven more by budget than by other factors.
It's overcarbonated, which kind of sucks, but like I've found ways around it.
Yeah. I'll admit one of the reasons I got into SodaStream was because you can control your level of carbonation and you can control your level of flavor. But I just kind of there's a certain amount of maintenance in terms of you have to keep washing the bottles, refilling them, carbonating them, setting them aside until you're ready to put flavor in them. That I got away from, and I got back to buying regular soda, but I still have all the SodaStream stuff. So if we do have, if the grocery stores aren't getting it in, or they don't have the size that I want, I can go back to SodaStream for a while. So
yeah,
you have a backup.
I have a backup plan.
I
have my infrastructure.
Right. So Lady Nia set out clothes for 2 days of work. Dwan will finish his newsletter eventually.
Yeah.
Catherine,
my chapter later this evening. No.
Yeah. Catherine says, I suppose one has few bagel options in a town of 2,000. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Very few. Sorry. Yeah. We're 4:30 to 6:30 Eastern time every Sunday. Almost every Sunday. Lady Neo, did you say I love the most I get from loves the most the farmer's market, the ginger lemonade? I like ginger in some stuff. Lemonade's not one of them, but I do like it in sauces.
Ginger lemonade sounds awesome.
That sounds interesting to me. I would definitely try that.
Yeah. They use fresh ginger and lemons. Oh, that's so cool. That's very nice.
I love ginger. I'll eat ginger raw. Like I fucking love ginger.
Sure.
I like the candied ginger. I will admit I have not taken a raw ginger root and bit into it.
I love ginger.
I haven't done raw, but I have done the slivers that they give you with sushi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So are they vinegar?
Sometimes dyed. Sometimes they dye the ginger.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get it and it's brown, that's the stuff you want.
Oh, okay.
If it's pink, they colored it.
That's
sure.
Color.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But the fresh cut ginger, so good.
Now I'm hungry, but not for ginger. I do have leftovers from Thanksgiving because the deviled eggs I make, I have stackable trays, and we ate down most of them, but not all of them. So if I take the egg holders out, it's 2 levels of Tupperware.
Okay.
because they stack like that. So one level has like some marshmallow fluff stuff with like pineapple and coconut and whatever. A Southern salad, right?
Okay.
It wasn't quite Watergate salad, but but only because they skipped the pistachio jello.
Mm-hmm.
And the next level, I have leftover stuffing. I mean dressing, because it didn't go in an actual turkey. Leftover turkey and leftover ham. And then the top layer is like 2/3 full of deviled eggs. So I know what my dinner's going to be.
Jealous of you. So, we whacked through our Thanksgiving leftovers on Friday.
Okay.
That just.
I was trying to help my mom eat it down, but like we originally thought we were going to have like 2 more people, and people ate less than expected, and yeah. So. Yep. And people brought stuff and then didn't take it home with them.
Oh.
So although I'm infamous for the year after I graduated college, I came home and packed up all the leftovers and took them home with me. And I got Tupperware for Christmas. But in my defense, I was making $800 a month, and my living expenses were $900 a month. And I was about 2 months away from having to move home, but I'd gotten a job. It just didn't start until the second week of December. So I knew I had the job coming. So I didn't have to move home yet, but I wasn't getting, that good paycheck for another 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So like they give me crap about packing up all the Thanksgiving leftovers. And I'm like, that was a very specific instance. I was no longer on the college meal plan. I was less than a month out from starting a good job rather than, yeah. So like, anyway, we are 3 minutes till time. You want to do our outro and tell people where they can find us and peace out, yo?
Sure. You can find me on Google as Sako Tumi or Sako. I have been hanging out in the art communities on Blue Sky, so that if you really want to get a hold of me, Discord or Blue Sky is really, really the way to get a hold of me.
Sure. Cool.
And I'm Doc Coleman. I write steampunk comedy adventure. If you're interested in finding more about me and my writing, go to your favorite search engine and search for Doc Coleman Steampunk. And that will help you find my Amazon author page where you can see all of my published works. It will also help you find my website at doccoleman.com. And if you want to connect with me on social media, go to Linktree/Scalesley, Scales LEA, and there you'll see all of my social links. And like everyone else, I'm on Blue Sky, and I'm enjoying the flood of new followers over there. So if I don't recognize you and don't follow you back right away, just interact with me. Tell me where you've seen me from, how we should know each other, and we'll go from there.
Hi, Rachel.
Hey, we're just heading out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're just wrapping up.
John. Yeah, it's 4:30 to 6:30 on Sundays, Eastern
Thank
time.
you for stopping by anyway.
Yes, definitely. I hope you make it, and you can always watch the rerun. So I'm your host, Morgan Hazelwood. I have a blog, vlog, and podcast full of writing tips and writerly musings from the past 10 years. I am on all the social medias except for Twitter as Morgan Hazelwood. And if you friend me and you have anything writing related in your bio or on your thread, I will definitely friend you back. If you have an empty bio and no posts, I will probably not friend you back because you look like someone who wants to lurk and I'm not missing any content. So I welcome lurkers. Y'all are totally fine, but I'm not going to follow you back for no content if you're not putting stuff out.
Agreed.
Stalk all you want. Just, be okay with me not following you back if you're not sharing stuff. So, Rachel says Blue Sky is such a throwback to how Twitter originally felt.
Well, right, but the culture is so wildly different.
I think the culture is really who you're friends with.
Yeah.
And
The
who's on your
community is so warm.
Yeah, definitely. But I kind of had that feeling when I was on X, who's now over X's.
Yeah. X was never like that. X was always a dumpster fire. But Twitter back in the day was very warm and welcoming because you had people talking about common interests, and that's what pulled the community together.
I only use Twitter, like past tense, when At Midnight was on, and I always played the hashtag wars.
Sure.
Okay.
So I had a whole bunch of like comedian friends and stuff like that, but I don't consider myself a comedian. So my ex was very confused. I didn't post much in the line of art or writing or anything like that. It was just funny stuff.
Okay. Oh, and if you need any reader or writer swag, like my shirt or this, I also have some stuff for readers. My mom, who I hope is not watching this, she is the type of retired librarian who can't join Tuesday night knitting because that's World of Warcraft raid night. So I have a shirt that says "For the Horde," only spelled like a dragon horde, and then one more book. So I'm getting her that for Christmas.
I like that.
And I have one with like a cat knocking books off the shelf, and I'm getting that for my aunt who loves cats and also reading. So
are all the graphics you've got up available on T-shirts?
They are available on anything because it's Redbubble. So it'll be on T-shirts. It's available on zipper pouches. It's available on notebooks. It's available on shower curtains and backpacks and whatever you want.
Okay.
So, and you can change up the background color for most of the stuff. It's pretty customizable.
I have Society 6 instead.
Sure.
It's been good to me.
Yeah. So Rachel loves that and says my mom sounds extremely cool. She's pretty cool. She's pretty cool. So anyway, we are past time. Thank you all for joining. Sorry for those of you who showed up at the end. And I hope you all have a great rest of your week. And we should be back next week. And sometimes we're productive and sometimes we're not, but we always know where our snacks are. So catch you later and have fun.